Hi all, I am at a loss for words and can't even cope with what is going on in my life. Early last year, my 25F sister, 28F, gathered our family together, my two other sisters and parents, and sobbed that she was recently diagnosed with a genetic form of pancreatic cancer. It was the worst day of my life. It threw me into a deep depression, which has now gotten worse, and it led me to getting all sorts of medical testing done to see if I'd be more prone to this type of cancer she had. Throughout the entirety of 2024, she went through great lengths to give us details about her cancer journey, the effectiveness of chemo on her pancreatic tumor, the different types of chemo she was doing, going so far as to saying she got into one of the most prestigious hospitals in the US that treats pancreatic cancer, and then giving us constant updates about what her doctor was saying about her disease progression. She even had us believe that her doctor put her on a trial drug that prevented pancreatic cancer recurrence. She went through so much fucking research, I have no clue how she did it. But we all believed her. We trusted her and never questioned if she actually had cancer, because who would do that to their loved one? She never lost her hair, but she claimed it was because she was doing cold capping. So of course we believed her. She never showed us any record of her PET scans, her biopsy results, etc. Everything was through word of mouth, but we trusted her and didn't think twice about it. Well, these past 2 months, she had been declining mentally. She was doing extremely bad, and we thought it was because she was afraid of her cancer spreading to other organs, or that she was going to die. Earlier this month, she picked up and ran away to a neighboring state. At this point, we got extremely suspicious and worried and demanded to know what was going on with her. Come to find out this morning, she admitted to completely faking it all. For what reasons, I am entirely unsure. She must have extreme mental problems that we don't know about, and we are trying to get her help. My biggest problem is that I am so incredibly angry, and my mom and dad are trying to sweep this all under the rug. They are telling me not to reach out to my sister and confront her because she's now suicidal, and they are completely turning a blind eye to all the irreparable pain she has caused over the past year. They are, in fact, having her come back to our city and move in with them. They are telling me to have some empathy, because she clearly has some mental issues, but how can they hold it against me for being extremely upset and now cutting her out of my life? It's absolutely ludicrous. I will no longer be speaking to her, and if my parents are just going to coddle her without holding her even slightly accountable, they will be cut out of my life too. Am I missing something here? This just all is so terrible because I have screenshots upon screenshots of her text updates, which include meticulous detail from her about what is going on with her cancer, discussions about surgery, chemo, and how she is so scared for her life. I just can't believe it.
I'm sorry to hear about your sister's actions and the impact they've had on you and your family. It's understandable that you're feeling angry and betrayed. It can be very difficult to accept that someone you trusted so much would lie to you in such a cruel way. It's also understandable that your parents are trying to be understanding of your sister's mental health issues. Mental health issues can be very complex and difficult to understand, and it can be hard to know what to do in such a situation. However, it's also important to acknowledge that your sister's actions have caused a lot of pain and damage to the family. I think it's important for you to take care of yourself and your own mental health in this situation. If you feel like you need space from your sister or your parents, that's okay. You can take whatever time you need to process your emotions and decide what's best for you. It's also important to have an open dialogue with your parents about how you're feeling and to express your concerns and needs. What are your thoughts on this? Do you think OP is justified in feeling upset? Share your perspective in the comments below.